Greetings. This is Mama Otay, the Sister Otay, the Mer Medicine Woman. I'm coming to you all the way live from more than a mile high, Aurora, Colorado, in Grow Zone 6A 5B. And I'm just bringing an update on the 2025 growth season. I have actually in my second succession of seeds being sown. So I'm going to start with images of the most mature plants and go from there. And the most mature plants would be our kohlrabi seedlings. And these are purple kohlrabi. And then our collards. These are blue old-timey collards seedlings. These cups are from some years ago at an event that were left over. You see I punched the holes in them. There are holes on the bottom also just to increase the aeration. And they just get washed out and sanitized each season. Same as these green ones you see here. All right, so now what you see here are marigolds. Now the marigold seeds went in at the same time the collards and the kohlrabi went in. These are now seedlings because they have true leaves. That is a sprout. How clear that is. Let me get my pointer. We'll have one. This is red romaine lettuce. So I took the collards and the kohlrabi out of here because I was experimenting with this container. It did split. I'll do another video on that. This mix is just cocoa coir and worm castings. 2 parts cocoa coir, 1 part worm casting. Or 3-to-1 is probably a better ratio. I think this was a 2-to-1. But anyway, I broadcast the red romaine lettuce here and also here. So I noticed them here first. So notice how the seedlings are different. When we have different lettuce, the seedlings will look the same, may look the same. Received these from the Okra Lady. The Okra Lady, she's in San Antonio, Texas. She has an Etsy store. You can find her on every social media platform. I can't say everyone. I know for sure she's on Instagram, Facebook, TikToks. I don't know where else. But her store is on Etsy. The Okra Lady. Right, red romaine lettuce. All right, and hurry up. Okay, so then I also sold this plant at the same time I sold the collards and the kohlrabi. This is celery. New Amsterdam celery. First time trying to grow celery inside. So I'm excited to see what happens here. You see I just used the broadcast method. And then on this side, I have broadcast parsley. So parsley is one that needs, another one. They're all in that same family. Parsley, cilantro. I think they might be hanging out with the carrots. But they have, they need light to germinate is my point I'm making. So I just basically broadcast them on side and I use my little spritzer to keep the soil moist. And same thing that's happening over here. In this container, my most recent second succession were the parsley. This is celery root. And I'm going to be taking, this whole container is going to get transplanted when it's time for things to go into the ground. Same here. Oh, because there's also nasturtium here in the corners. It hasn't sprouted yet. I think it's about 5 or 6 nasturtium seeds in here. Flower seeds in there. I was excited because I got ready to record and I noticed that the yellow bell peppers have sprouts. Can you see that? You need a magnifying glass, but they're coming up already. bell peppers, all the pepper plant families, nightshades, they need a long time to grow, to get, bear their fruit and all the things. So I was excited to see that also the broccoli has sprouted. This was chocolate bell pepper, or is chocolate bell pepper. This was a chocolate bell pepper. And then we have rooster spur peppers in here, chocolate bell peppers, and some shishitos that went in a few days after the other peppers. So I might have named about 11 plants, about 11 different plants, or seeds, seedlings, and sprouts that are going right now. I have a few more things that I'm not going to start, or I'm going to try to contain myself. I'm not going to start until March. I do start about a week or two earlier than usually recommended because I use natural light. You see them in a window. This is a south-facing window, so I don't use lights. So it takes a little bit longer because, they only have light for as long as the sun is out. And so I do give them heat, the hot plants. I'm trying to call it we call them hot crops. The nightshades, they get heat. I forgot these three over here don't have any heat, so we'll see what happens with that. And we just already today I turned these around. These things are leaned already. They lean toward the sun. I'm gonna add more soil. Keep the soil like up to about here, when more of them get taller. But anyway, I'm just gonna probably gonna transplant them out into pots like this. We'll see how far we get. This is an experiment. The containers are an experiment. This is my first time ever starting celery from seed, starting parsley from seed, starting lettuce from seed inside. I've started all those kind of peppers before from seed. I've never really started them in February. So we're going to see if that's going to help with the production at all. And I've always grown leafy green things, but I've never started them inside from seed. So I'm going to see if this is going to support them. We had an infestation of grasshoppers, and we do have an integrative pest management plan in place. But I want to see if I send them out there more mature, will they be better able to withstand any type of pressures. All right, pest pressure, weather pressure, water pressure, lack of water pressure, all the things. I want to see if I take care of them here for a while, first, if that will support them when they get out there in the field. All right, so if you have not yet picked up the Basic 5, the primer, please do. All proceeds do support urban gardening education. I do have discounts for people if you want 5 copies or more. I do have a discounted price for that. This book it's not, bedside reading. It's an academic endeavor for beginning gardeners, primarily a lot of resources and pointing, right? Pointing in directions. I encourage you to get a journal. Next book, I'm going to make sure I have way more spaces for you all to write in, or maybe we'll just publish an additional journal to get with it, because it's an academic endeavor to support your fun in the garden. I say academic endeavor, somebody's probably flinching. Don't flinch. So I'm just trying to say, you want to engage your intellect at whatever level, that's comfortable for you. Somebody's going to fill in all the blanks and somebody's not. Somebody's going to fill in every piece of white space like I suggest. They're going to color every page, and someone is not. But I want to make sure you have that opportunity. If you want to support, you can donate to Venmo, Cash App. Find us on Linktree. Find the book on Linktree. You can schedule your consultation on Linktree. You can see there's actually some copies of some information that you maybe have not read yet that's on that Linktree. All right. Peace and love. see, we'll sign out on the book.